to the show. H-bomb in the lab, cook it, fiddle on screen. Zesty vibes loud, turn cringe to a meme. All your filters off, it's a wild reveal. One edit from me and the fiction gets real. Zesty Phil.
I noticed some of you have not subscribed to our channel yet. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you like our videos.
Play that tape.
Going on with me right now, and why I was a little late to the stream, and why I actually can't start playing the game yet. It's personal, but it's stuff you guys already know about, so it's not a big deal. So during the break, I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. I was going through like bills for the month. I was doing all kinds of stuff. I actually had gotten this week a packet of information from my health insurance, which I have private health insurance here in the United States. That's how it works here. There's no government health care. You have to have your own private plan. All right. And the health insurance had said, it's time to renew. It's time to check your plan, see if you want to keep the same plan for next year and all of that. So I was working on that during the break. I was logging into the website, comparing plans, and all that like. And as I was doing all of that, which I can tell you about in a moment, because it's hilarious how American healthcare works. All healthcare cost is skyrocketing, and the cost of my healthcare is going way up in the next year, which is great, isn't it? Even though I'd have almost no health problems whatsoever, besides minor little things, they're still increasing my health insurance by a ton of money. Anyway, so as I was doing all of that, okay, I realized, hey, I have a condition on my hands. It's called eczema. You guys can't really see it because I treat it with a cream that allows it to heal. So if I don't use this cream for like a couple of weeks, my skin starts to get bad. It'll start to crack. It'll start to have like rash and sores, and it gets really, really bad. It's very annoying, okay? So I need to have this topical cream that I just put on. I don't even need it every night. I put it on like every few nights. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm in the midst of something right now, okay? So, whoa, okay? Interesting. Okay, I didn't even know that was working, but it's working. All right, actually, there's no way to really prop this up, is there? Well, I'll explain to you what's going on in a minute. So, as I was doing all the health insurance stuff, I said, why don't I do everything else too? And basically, no way to prop this up, seriously. I wish I had one of those things that you could put under it. I could do this. Oh, there we go. That works. Or maybe not. Wow, it really will not stand up. What is going on? Okay. So, as I did all the health insurance stuff, which I could tell you about in a moment, tell you the story of how that went, I realized I'm getting low on my topical cream. And I was like, I had actually done a doctor visit, okay, with a doctor via an app, which is through my health insurance, months ago. It was like back in the summertime. And I had a conversation, with the doctor, explain the topical cream issue. Because the thing is, I do this, no lie, I do this probably twice a year. And it's annoying because they always prescribe me a tube of cream. I use the tube. I have to go back, do the visit again. Then they send me the cream again. It's very frustrating. It's a really dumb thing. Like, obviously, I don't want to have to go to a doctor or my doctor, like my primary care physician, to get this over and over. But I get it through this app, okay? This is how American healthcare works. It's all convoluted and very confusing. So the last time I talked to the doctor, which was in the summer, I said, hey, could you do me a favor? Is there any way you could either give me more of the cream or you could give me refills? Because that way it will last longer. I will have to do this appointment, every 6 months or so. It would save us all the work. It's not like the condition's going to change or anything. I just need the cream to treat it and we're good. So the doctor was a really nice guy. He goes, yes. He says, I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to give you a bigger amount of it so it lasts longer. And I'm going to give you a refill. So that way you can get another one without having to do a video call. So I said, sweet, this is great. Sounds great to me. Okay? So I confirmed when the medicine came, because they just do it mail order. They mailed it to me, the medicine comes. They sent me a much larger portion. Okay, this is great. This will last me probably maybe 6 to 8 months. Okay? And it said right on it, refill, like there's a refill available. Sounds like a plan. So, what do? I get the cream. I'm using it for months. Everything's good. No complaints whatsoever. And since today, I said, hey, I'm already doing all this health insurance stuff. I'm already logged into my health insurance account and everything. Let me just go ahead and get that refill. Let me get it on the way, because I'm already more than halfway down with this topical cream. So let's just get the refill so I have it, right? So I go to do it, and I go to my page that says, medications or whatever. You have no current medications and you have no refills available. I have a medication right here in my hand. Obviously, I have a medication and it must be on file, and I had a refill available. It literally says on the paperwork that came with the medication, you have one refill. Okay, so all I was supposed to do was log in, say, refill the refill, and they were going to send it to me. No, it's just not in the system. So I've been on hold, I'm not exaggerating, for 40 minutes with my insurance, talking with someone in a chat, explaining this entire situation to them. The person in the chat says they apologize because it looks like it was set up for a refill, but somehow it's not in the system, it's deleted. So now I have to have another visit with a doctor, a video visit, in order to do this. Does that make any sense whatsoever to anyone? So I've been waiting almost 40 minutes now, because I jumped on around 6:50-ish. It's now 7:30. It still says they're not ready yet for me. Okay, they're almost ready. I'm in line. Okay, but not yet. So I'm waiting right now for them to say it's going to be ready to go, and then I got to jump into this video call just to say, hey, same medication, please give it to me, please give me a refill this time, I don't know what happened, It doesn't make any sense at all. So I'm sorry that I'm late. I didn't want to do this. This was all not planned. I was in the middle of the streams doing stuff, and I said, I'll just do this along with everything else, why not? And then it becomes this big, fiasco. Dumb. Very dumb. So on top of all that, so by the way, at any moment, if the video call activates, I'm just going to go here and I'm going to do this. Flat channel. Oh, yes. Okay, so when that happens, if you see that happen, that's what's going on. I'm jumping over to do the video call to get it done with quickly, and then I'll be right back and we'll start with the game. But I'm frustrated that this happened. This is so stupid, wasting my time. I shouldn't have to do another video call. I just did one in the summer. Why am I doing one now in November? Because you lost the prescription and it's not in your system. It doesn't make any sense at all. The expiration date for the refill was 1 year, and the person in the chat even admitted, yes, you should have it on file. We have no idea why it's gone. It doesn't make any sense. So there you go. Now, in addition to that, okay, so that's healthcare in the US, all right? Either, you want a refill? Well, you got to come into the doctor. Well, I'm not coming to the doctor, because if I come to the doctor, you charge me a copay. So I'm going to do it through the app. And I go through the app and I do this video conference thing, and then they send you the medicine or whatever. It's a pain in the butt. It should be more streamlined. It's not. It's just stupid. It's complicated. It's dumb. All right? Now, every year I get mailed this packet from my health insurance company saying, it's a new year. Well, guess what? We're not offering you the same health insurance this year. It says it every year. Every year they says we're changing the plans. We're changing which covered. We're changing the amount it costs you every month for it. And it's never good news. It's always you're getting less coverage and your cost for healthcare is going up no matter what. I've never had a time in my life where it was like, it's getting better. It's always, it's getting worse. Okay, so this year I get the packet. Now I knew everyone was saying health insurance was going to go way up this year because of inflation and everything going on in our country. But no one actually knew how much, okay? Here we go. You ready for this? Currently, I am paying $420 a month for my health insurance. Now, that does not include the copay for doctor visits. That does not include the cost of medications. That does not include if I actually have something serious that happens to me, then there's a deductible that I have to pay up to a certain amount. All right? So right now, if I got into a car accident and I broke my arm and I went and had it repaired at the hospital, they'd still send me a bill for like $6,000 to $12,000. Then the health insurance would pay for the rest above that. I'm serious. That's how American healthcare works. So I'm paying $420 a month for insurance that only covers after I've paid like $12,000 out of pocket. Does that sound like good health insurance? No, but that's what we have in the United States. That's actually the system that we have here. Okay? Now, I just got the letter that says, okay, here is the new offerings for 2026. Okay? The coverage is almost identical. But it's a slight tweak, I think it says. Now, if you need a hearing aid, it actually covers a hearing aid. Well, I don't need a hearing aid, so that doesn't really affect me. But everyone else, it's just a hearing aid. Okay? Outside of that, the prices are going up. How much are the prices going up? Are you ready for this? My current price is $420 a month. Next year, it will be $510 a month for exactly the same coverage. They're not making the coverage better. They're not giving me any more benefits. They're not improving anything. They just want to charge me $90 a month more for exactly the same healthcare coverage. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? That's American healthcare. That's the system. Okay? Now, what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to shop. This is what they set up in whenever it was when Obamacare went into effect. It's called the Affordable Care Act. Now there's a marketplace where you can shop for health care. Wow, amazing. Okay, so I went and I did it. I hadn't been in that thing for years and years. I went in there and I'm looking around. I am currently paying the cheapest available for my current health insurance. If I want to stay with the company I'm with, any switch is more expensive. I'm literally on the least expensive plan for my health insurance. Everything else would be like, well, you can add more care of this or that, but you have to pay more. That's it. Okay? So I'm like, well, that sucks. I wonder if there's other companies that are cheaper. There's actually one company that would keep it around the same cost as my own that I have right now. Okay? But the problem is, I know this company. This company is much smaller than the health insurance company that I have. They probably wouldn't allow me to go to the same doctors I wouldn't be able to use this app or anything to get my medications. I might literally have to go to the doctor every single time that I want a refill for my hand cream instead of just doing it, online remotely, which is way easier. And likely I would have to find a new primary care doctor. Everything would have to be redone from scratch. Okay? To keep the premium I'm paying now, not even to make it go down or I get a benefit, just to keep what I'm paying now. So either I pay $90 more a month starting on January with the exact same healthcare coverage I have now and all of its existing problems or whatever, or I switch to a completely different company, which means new doctors, new system to get my cream, new everything, and I'll pay the same. Does either one sound good? No, one is a bunch of time and stress and one is more money. So what's the better solution here? Very frustrating nonsense. And no, of course, here we go, the armchair doctors in the shit. You could just use Dermasil. You could just shut up. You're an idiot. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're not a doctor. This is a medication prescribed to me by a doctor that works. I've tried using over-the-counter stuff. It doesn't work because my eczema is pretty bad. This particular cream actually clears it up, and I've been using it for many years now, and it's perfect, okay? So stop trying to be stupid. Oh, I know how to fix it. What you do is you go outside and you stick a fucking spigot in a tree, and the sap comes out, and you shove your hand under the spigot. No, that's not what you do. You listen to the doctor, you get the medicine, and you do what you're told. Okay? All right. It says I'm next in line. All right, everyone? It says I'm next in line. So we'll see what happens here. I hope I'm next in line and that I'll actually get into here within like 5 minutes. Because then this is going to be the fastest meeting ever. And then once that's done, then we can jump in and we can start playing Tormented Souls 2 tonight. Okay, and I apologize for this annoying nonsense beforehand. Already I see a tip came in and everything. I'm not even gonna shout nothing out, because if I try to shout something out, they might jump on the call. I'll be, oh shit. So, I'm gonna try to get this done as soon as possible. And then we'll be good to go to start, okay? I'm not going to tell you the medication I take because I'm not stupid. If you want help, go see a doctor. Don't talk to a game streamer. Okay. Okay, you're Nadlevises, you're next. So excited. Meet a doctor for the 400th time to get a topical cream, instead of them just keep giving it to me. I love this.